We are setting up our installation in the old New Look space down here in Whitefriar Gate. We've titled it Sinuous City, which came from the collaboration with working with Vicky Foster, who is a local poet. The first piece is kind of following the narrative of a flood, and we're using lights and projection and sound to kind of immerse people in that shared experience. And then we've got 4 gallery pieces that we're hoping is kind of a journey, just kind of reflecting the different dualities of living with water. Water has some interesting visual properties that we can play with and experiment with from a kind of visual point of view, but also there's a kind of important message to try and communicate, and that felt like an interesting challenge to us. We first began by reading transcripts of workshops that Absolutely Cultured did with people who are actually impacted by the flood. I think it's really important that people feel connected to it. For us, particularly artists coming from outside of Hull, that they kind of feel, we really hope that they kind of feel that they're reflected within it, and that was really key with working with Vicky, that there's kind of local voices, and she's been doing a lot of work on actually using kind of some of the written transcripts in the poetry, and so it's been really nice to be guided by that, particularly because actually there's been quite a lot of harrowing experiences behind the sort of initiation of this project. Obviously there was that catastrophic event back in 2007, and I think that's kind of spurred a lot of the need for a behavioural change and people understanding their own impact, as we all do on a wider society and worldwide with climate change. And I think it's, us included, feel that it's often hard to understand what you can personally do. And so I think a lot of the campaign is about kind of understanding that and feeling that you potentially can make a difference.